Mrs. Asher lived very simply. Mrs. Asher lived very simply.
嗯，不能装水吗？好可爱的举动。
Mes amis, I can say without a doubt that poor Mrs. Asher was killed between 5:30 and 6.
Killed when the street was packed with people. That's rather bold.
I've been talking to the neighbors and...
No one's seen anything? Or rather, it's anything and everything. Am I wrong?
No.
确实是没人
Yeah.
看到。
We must grill this villain Asher before he falls asleep again.
看一下他，不过身体真脏哎。
This man is in rather a bad state.
目睭一流，Black eye， 破掉的衣服，有血的嘴巴哎。
This man has been fighting and he smells of alcohol.
对啊，为什么？你为什么是全身是伤啊？ As what I was doing yesterday evening.
What were you doing yesterday at the time of the crime?
Can't recall.
Can't recall 什么意思啊 ？As 什么 ？Excuse and 什么？
Come on, my friend. Try to remember. It is important.
I'm really sorry, sir, but I don't remember a thing.
I see. But maybe you do remember threatening to kill your wife?
So what? You shouldn't take things so seriously, sir. Nothing but empty threats. We didn't get on all that badly.
Are you often involved in fights?
I don't know what you mean.
Asher, look me in the eye and tell me that you were in a fight.
I'm looking. No, I wasn't in a fight.
You are right. Looking at the state of you, you did not defend yourself. So someone gave you a good beating.
A beating? No way. All right, he tore my coat and gave me a black eye. You see the state of him.
Very interesting. Who is the other that you struck?
Probably best if I tell you everything. Yesterday afternoon, I met Roderick Tanner. We'd bet on a dog fight together.
An illegal bet, naturally.
Yes, sir. Our dog won. Roderick got the money, but he refused to give me my share.
And you fought about it. What time was this?
In the evening, about 6, I think. We were on the other side of town. You see, I couldn't have killed my wife.
所以那时候我根本不可能杀我太太，你怎么知道？
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
She has just once would at the back of his head, 是不是 ？No job allowed. 是这个吗？不是，是这个吗？是这个吗？都是我的推论嘛。She was take.
The murderer probably pretended to be a customer. He hit the shopkeeper from behind as she turned around to serve him. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
我不太懂，其实又来。How to explain the count in the calendar? 我不知道这样子也可以啊，这样子就解决。
The murderer deliberately left behind this ABC as a signature. The absence of fingerprints and the fact that it is open at letter A for Andover leaves little doubt.
还是有意。
Asher's alibi appears to be confirmed. All the same, I'm going to call and check that he did have a fight with this Tanner on the afternoon of the murder. You can never trust this sort of chap.
One thing is certain, Asher was a ruffian who used to beat his wife.
But he is not very educated. It certainly was not him who wrote the letter signed ABC. Let's resume, Hastings. We know the murderer pretended to be a customer. He did not kill her for money, that appears to be certain.
I agree with you on that point.
And the murderer left an ABC guide as a signature. Therefore, it's likely he wrote the letter.
Indeed, but that doesn't explain why and how he did it.
You are quite right. Why he did it is a mystery.
不过说真的，这个被害人的
But
名
as
字
for how
跟
he
姓
did
都是
it,
A
we do
开
know
头，
enough to try and reconstruct the
所以
events.
他可能这就是一个 ABC 杀手之类的。Help， 什么意思？
The killer enters the shop.
Mrs. Asher keeps her back turned. The murderer grabs his walking stick. She turns around, he strikes her violently. He then places the ABC on the counter before leaving.
No, the victim has no road to the temple. And the ABC is not the same as in the crime scene. Let us think again, mon cher. The killer enters the shop.
然后偷袭他嘛。
Mrs. Asher turns around to greet a customer. The murderer asks her for some tobacco. She turns her back to him. He seizes the opportunity to strike her.
Turn around.
He then places the ABC upside down before leaving. Everything appears to match the crime scene, mon cher Hastings. That is exactly what happened.
意思是我成功的意思吗？其实我在干嘛我都搞不太清楚。
Asher has a strong alibi and we don't have any other suspect. But what was the point of this crime?
She had no debts. She gave Franz Asher money regularly. She wasn't owed money. Nobody stood to gain anything.
No doubt about it, the murderer is insane.
疯狂的谋杀案。
And I fear that we had not heard the last of him.
I hope you're wrong for once.
Bien, let's go back to London. If we hurry, we should catch the 7:02 train. Are you coming?
No, unfortunately, I have to talk with Andover police.
See you soon, then. Are you coming, Hastings? Let's go home. There's nothing for us here.
ABC 杀手。
Well, do you have any idea about the killer's identity?
The crime was committed by a man of medium height, with red hair and suspicious eyes. He has a slight limp on the right foot, and a wart just below his shoulder blade.
Poirot!
Mon ami, what do you want? You fix upon me a look of dog-like devotion and demand of me a pronouncement à la Sherlock Holmes. Now for the truth. I do not know what the murderer looks like, nor where he lives, nor how to set hands upon him.
What shall we do, then?
Nothing.
做不了什么。
Nothing?
Nothing.
Do not be so impatient, Hastings. The killer will manifest himself soon enough.
I thought I heard the postman. Maybe there's some news.
I will go and see.
我会过去看看。 这是
It is not the right time.
It's not the right times. So what is the right time?
Daily Flicker, June the 22nd, 1935. Battle over control of bank system. What will the government do for money? Andover, murder of a tobacconist. It is not the right time.
一直讲 it's not the right time 啊，我是不是做啥？的信呢 ？Read the letter。要我翻转是不是？
Dear Mr. Poirot. Well, what do you think? I believe that I won this round. The Andover affair went like clockwork, don't you feel? But the fun has only just started. I would like to draw your attention to Bexhill-on-Sea on the 25th of this month. We're having a crazy time. Best wishes, ABC.
哦，下战书的感觉哦。
The next crime will be in Bexhill. We must warn Jap to Scotland Yard.
Did the letter indicate anything that might help the police?
To be honest, I think we can already guess something about the next victim. But I need to think about it a little more.
Thinking， 这很妙哎。
Let us examine this more closely. Certain characters in the two letters may have similar defects.
Type right.
Yes, this I is weird.
This I too.
Yes, this I is weird.
And this.
Let us examine the characters in this word. Let us examine the characters in this word.
W.
The W is not printed properly. Let us examine the characters in this word. The W is not printed properly.
The A.
Yes, the A appears to be quite unusual. Right, let us compare the... Yes, this I is weird. However, The characters in the two words do not match. The W is not printed properly. That's right. The A characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defects. I have to find some other similar defects to confirm. Yes, this I is weird. Yes, the I characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defects. I have to find some other similar defects to confirm my theory.
Confirms my theory. W.
The W is not printed properly. Right. Let us compare this with the other letter. Of course, the W characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defects.
打字机的关系啊，打
My
字机
theory was right. These two letters were written with the same typewriter.
type.
Both letters were written on the same typewriter and show the same characteristics.
You surprise me, Poirot. You usually ignore material proof.
But there is nothing usual about this case, Hastings. Nothing must be overlooked. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
The letter 是这个意思吗？不是。Letter B.
So, Poirot, have you found something?
Oui, I believe so. But I am afraid it is not enough to stop the murderer. Let us go and see Chief Inspector Jabba will explain there.
我知道，没什么线索。好了，有绿绿的东西可以看了，来看一下。Leave 什么 ？Right heaven 什么意思 ？Leave。
I've finished with this subject.
我已经完成了这个 subject。好，去那边看看。我有其他的可以那个吗？没有。应该是要把这个拿给那个看吧？这个吗？不是。开这个干嘛？
Ah, some cool hair.
Some cool hair. 是这样的吗？
I've finished with this subject.
I'm finished with some work, Jap. 那还有什么吗？啊，这边还可以看，丢。A B C 好像只有这个可以选。A B C.
Andover, Hampshire, population 31,200 inhabitants.
就这样啊。
No doubt about it. Hastings is going bored.
Going bored.
It may be time to go to Scotland Yard.
苏格兰警场的意思。好，go，我们走喽，苏格兰警场哦。之前玩那个什么福尔摩斯好像也是去这个吗？
It may be time to go to Scotland.
啊，好啦，走，这是什么
To Scotland Yard, please.
？Scotland Yard, please. 我觉得这个动画有点怪异，有点没必要，直接切换到警局多好。
Like all hunters, Hastings has always been fascinated by weapons.
Fascinating by weapons.
Jap has invested a great deal
哇，
in his
这里也可
career.
以观察啊，哪里可嘞？它是一个神射手，这样的意
Jap is
思
an
啊。
investigator greatly respected by his peers.
观察入围。Letter B。在干嘛？小光。
Alice Asher was murdered in Andover, the ABC killer's first murder. London. I really like this city. One thing is certain, you never get bored here.
永远都不会觉得无趣，在这个地方。你在干嘛？
Jap appears to be snowed under.
电话都拿起来了，会不会太扯了
Jap appears to already be overloaded with work. My news is not going to improve matters.
电话都拿起来，这样怎么跟你通知啊？
Bonjour, Chief Inspector.
Bonjour.
I am afraid we have some bad news.
哎呦，
I have
坏
just
消
received
息！
another letter signed ABC. The next crime will be on the 25th in Bexhill-on-Sea.
Are you completely sure it's from the same person?
I have compared the two letters. There is no doubt about it.
无法质疑
I
他。
suppose you think he's going to carry out his threats.
Carry on.
I fear so.
我恐怕
Good
是。
God, Poirot. Bexhill is very
我的
busy at this
天哪。
time of year, and we have no idea who the next victim will be.
我真的不知道哪一个会是受害者。Next victim name will be start with B.
I suspect that the name of the second victim will start with B.
What on earth makes you think such a thing?
I thought about it when I saw the name Asher clearly written over the shop door of the unfortunate woman who was murdered in Andover last month. When I received a letter mentioning Bexhill, I deduced that the victim, like the town,
我猜
might
是
have been chosen by alphabetical order.
So
A
it's an
petty.
alphabet fiend. I'm going to have a list drawn up of all the people whose name starts with B. I hope there aren't too many of them.
Too many of them. 我希望
Yeah, we should leave you to work, Chief Inspector.
You have a
Shift.
few days to prepare yourself.
Thank you for coming, my friends.
谢谢你的到来，我的朋友。你把电话拿起来，真的是我们不到也不想让，你根本不打不接呀、
Poirot?
Chief
Rah,
Inspector
rah.
Jap, your call does not bode well.
Indeed, we have just found the body of a young woman on the beach in Bexhill. An ABC
Young
was
woman.
placed on the body.
We'll
Huh?
be there as soon as possible.
我们会尽快赶到。哈，结果还是没有办法预防吗 ？Big Hell。哇哦！
Bexhill is a delightful town. It would be nice to come back and visit.
I do not entirely agree. Walking at the beach damages my shoes, and it hurts my knee.
So the years have not
海风会
spared
伤了
you,
我
my
的
friend. It's the same for all of us.
膝盖。
That is exactly what I said to myself when I saw you back from your travels.
Poirot.
Poirot.
Do not be offended, Hastings. I can see Jap waiting for us. And from his face, I would say that things are not looking good.
Looking good. 成就解除，天啊！我怎么成就解除的很快？What was the victim kill？ 然后 Chapter 1 Talk to the Jap。哦，在海边哎，好卡。
How do you do, gentlemen?
Chief Inspector?
I fear your admirer has struck again, Poirot. We haven't yet identified the victim, but it's a young woman, 20 to 25 years old. Death occurred last night between 11:30 and 1 o'clock, and we found an ABC guide on the body.
Was she pretty?
Come on, Poirot, that's rather out of place.
她漂亮吗？
It has no bearing on the murder.
Are you certain? For women, it is often the most important thing. It often decides their destiny.
Destiny.
The body hasn't been moved. You can see for yourself.
Has the press been
没有
informed?
被移动。
Not yet, but I'm planning to. I haven't yet informed them about the presence of the ABC guide in Andover.
Nobody has reported a young woman missing?
有没有人回报
Not for the
他
moment.
失踪吗？这个时候
No
没有。
witnesses, I imagine.
Indeed. We've
也没有
asked everybody
目击者。
who may have met a young woman
啊，
fitting
这
her
连名字
description
都不知
last
道。
night to
哇，
come
那
and see us, but I have little hope of gaining anything from it.
It's early days, Chief Inspector, and the news may not have spread around the town yet.
I hope you're right, Hastings.
Hastings。Oh God， 这个连名字都不知道，很困扰哎。我看一下哦，什么 X my the crime scene。
This hut is locked. This hut is locked.
This hat is locked 我一直在搞这个 This hat is locked.
This hut is locked. The padlock is locked.
为什么是5啊？啊，这个是7。
This hut is locked.
总觉得哪里怪怪。两个9是不是？应该这个是6吧？
The padlock is locked. The padlock is locked.
它只能看上不上锁，可是它那个数字是反过来的啊。好吧，我们先看看这个 victim。哦，他手上有钥匙。
This key is too small to be one for a house. Without a doubt, it is for a padlock. A braided silk belt. It may have belonged to the victim. These marks have been left by a rope or a braided cloth.
他没穿鞋是怎么回事？
The young woman wasn't wearing shoes or a coat, and was not carrying a bag. That's strange.
真的是神仙。B， 有了
The
这个
guide is
B 名，
open at the page for the Bexhill train times.
这是一个火车时间。
She was a great beauty. Strange that chap didn't notice it.
虽然他没有讲，但是他
Apart from the
很漂
marks
亮
on her neck, there are no signs of the struggle. She
也
didn't
没有
manage
挣
to
扎。
hit her assailant. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
What was the victim kill? The victim make a the mark knee. The victim has a There was has been 什么东西？这样子。The victim was 消失真快。
The poor child must have been strangled with his braided belt. Unfortunately, in view of the fabric, it is unlikely that we will find any prints. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
What are the common points? Beware of the murder on the 这个吗？也不是。Mark on the 什么 neck. She was just. Other crimes are evident the facts were of some murder. The two murders. 两个人杀害的。
The medical officer should confirm that the victim was strangled with her own belt.
That's what I thought. She shows the usual signs of strangulation.
With a little luck, we'll find prints this time.
You are too optimistic, Hastings. Our killer is far too meticulous for that.